quickly destroy the Archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barakil.
So answers an apothecary. Warning! I'm in place. I am in place. Then also uncounted. In position. Waypoint reached. All die. quickly destroy the Archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barakiel.
So answers an apothecary. Warning! I'm in place. I am in place.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. Hold on one second. I gotta set something up here. I was trying to give myself a little more room and for getting these bits off as quickly as possible. And looks like I gotta change back on the IP address. No big deal. There we go. You'll have to excuse my orange juice. Nurgle has blessed me, so I'm dealing with that, and I'm trying to fight it off. So, surprisingly, the 20 pink horrors came in today, and I've done the lion's share of putting them together. According to the instructions, the arms are all interchangeable. I guess we'll see how true that really is. Hopefully it is, because then I can just be done with these guys and move on. We currently have the 2 grav tanks that you saw last night are being stripped, and as some of you may have seen on the YouTube short, Instagram, and Discord, I I now have a playable game table. Still got some work to do, sanding and painting it, including the table that's underneath it that it's attached to. But all in all, it came out pretty well, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. So don't know when I'll get to play on it, but you know, at least I got the wood out of the way. The bulk of that work is complete, and I can get back to keeping the game room squared away. So I'm just knocking off these pieces of flashing right here because I got a feeling that I won't be able to get to them once the arms come on. I don't know what the arms are going to do, if they're going to be up and over the head or whatever. No idea. And don't know if Jokero Jim's gonna get on tonight or if you're on, but in case you watch this later, I looked through everything I had as far as my decals. I don't have anything that's Iron Hands. Went through all the Primaris stuff that I have, which the Primaris stuff I have is just, you know, mainly some, like a chaplain, well, like your main special characters that first came out, or command characters, and then pretty much everything I have is from the Dark Imperium box set, and there's no Iron Hands anything in there. But I did go on Etsy to see if they had anything, and there is somebody selling some stuff, so don't know if you trust that. I don't know if it's what you're not looking for, but it looked pretty good to me, so might be worth a shot. Alright, let's see here. Let's sort these out. Yeah, that's how I wanted it. Of course I did. Jeez. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Don't really know. It looks like they all come up and over the shoulder. And I think what I'm going to attempt to do is limit them to 3 arms total. So, yeah, 3 arms total, I think is what we're going to go with. Pretty sure that's how it is anyway. Well, it looks pretty universal, gotta say. Oh, should have left it alone. And I didn't. Gonna do the same thing over here now. Oh, man. It's because I freaking bumped it with my finger, or pushed on it for leverage. There we go. I'm not exactly concerned about what arm goes on what because and how they look. Hold on, I gotta take this sweatshirt off. Mainly because if I were to play these guys, or whenever I play them, I'm just going to run them straight up the board. I'm not really trying to, I mean, that's the method that I would do, in my opinion. Let them get shot, you know, whatever. You gotta remember the scapular muscles right there. I don't know why I was trying to push that higher when it shouldn't have been. Or rotate it higher. I say that and then this guy has none. Yep, this will finish up the Tzeentch / Thousand Suns army. Everything, as far as assembly goes, everything will be completed. I wasn't expecting these for another 4 days, but they came in, so better get them done now so they don't sit around as a pile of shame, right? Alright, this does not want to glue. Of course you did. I don't know much about these pink horrors, and it's something I need to read about, or the horrors in general. I know that when you kill them, they split off and become blue horror. Like one becomes 2 blue horrors, and then the blue horrors become brimstones, or whatever. Brimstone horrors. but I'm not really well versed on these guys at all. I just basically look at them as completion of having an army of demons, as well as, you know, the extras for Thousand Suns or Zinch, and then I don't know. I've actually not seen too many people ever play with them. Maybe they just don't like the models. Maybe, I don't know. And I am not putting banners and trumpets on these guys. It's not something I care about right now, or care to deal with. I mean, for like, you know, fantasy or AOS. Alright, what's going on here? Because of your horns, maybe? There it goes. I need a 2. Just gotta line up this armpit here. Seems to be the only way to get these to work. It's not working though. Oh. Wonder if that's the problem. Shouldn't be. It's not even in the same area. There we go. Scapula, of course. Nope, that doesn't even look right. That's where it goes, is right there. Does not seem like it wants to play ball. Alright, asshole. Give me 1 second. Who do we got in the room? In the chat room. Really? You punk. What the hell was that noise, Henry? Must be something here. No, he's still pretty front heavy. I don't want to have to go through here and put freaking washers on these guys.
Iron Bugbear. How's it going? Can't stay long today. Sick grandkids.
It's going, and I'm sick. Got it from my my little man. You seen the drama, if you will, from there's a YouTube channel out there called The Long War, and I think the guy's name is Kenny. Oh my gosh, come on. Well, that was probably what needed to happen. Anyway, the guy's name's Kenny, and he does painting and stuff, and it's not bad. I mean, he thinks, in my opinion, he thinks he's better than he is, but and the instruction isn't really that great, in my opinion. It's a lot of his speak is a lot of just, what am I trying to say, like street, talk. It's not really instruction, but he's friends with and works, I guess, with the guy Rob from Spiky Bits, who did that whole hit piece on the guy that likes the Vallejo paints or whatever. And so they've got a stream going right, well, it was going, I don't know if it's still going now, but the reason I know is I was subscribed to him until now, after what I heard. And especially the title of the video is how to spot a fake content creator, and it's like, what? So and of course the first thing they're talking about is and the people in the chat, you know, are talking about how people piled on him for piling on that guy. And I mean, you just cannot reach some people, man. They're just dumb. And that was, you know, I don't really visit that guy's channel that much anyway, but that was enough for me to just be like, nah, I'm out. They had a whopping 29 viewers too. Not that I'm some big YouTuber, obviously I'm not, but the interesting part of it is that this is what they chose to go with. This is the hill they're trying to die on. It's like, you guys are dumb, man. You picked on a guy for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that you're, I guess, sponsored or whatever by Army Painter, which I like their paints. And then you turn around in a second article and try to say you didn't say what you said when everybody's got the screenshot. It's crazy. And that guy Rob's a freaking SJW weirdo. What was I looking? Oh, I'm out of glue. That's right. So yeah, the drama. It's like high school, man. And that's about as far as I'm interested in it. Plus, that damn Spiky Bits website is like nothing but ads. I mean, it's like just cluttered in ads. But I guess that's how the dude makes his living or something. I don't know. And I didn't realize that he was part of that group until, hell, I don't even remember when, but I figured, well, maybe it was like a guest show type of thing, until as of late I realized that he's actually, you know, friends with those dudes. Like they're all part of the same, you know, same group.
Iron Bugbear. Long War has never been my favorite. Them and Preferred Enemies.
I haven't heard of Preferred Enemies. I know I don't like One Mind Syndicate. Not because I know anything about them personally. I just can't stand listening to them talk. And I'm not positive on this, because I've never really looked into it. But I remember it was a couple of years ago, or a few years ago anyway. I was trying to give it a chance, and I was listening to one of their, you know, their lore things. And I was like, man, I feel like I've read this somewhere, like almost word for word. Well, come to find out, I guess they got it off of either Lexicanum or something else. And that's basically what they were doing, just reading what other people had put together, and I guess passing it off as their own. So that gave me even more reason not to listen to them. I listened to Luton and Northern Exile, Voldemort, sometimes Arch, or I used to with Arch. The problem with him is, again, the voice. I don't know, it's like something changed with him, and it doesn't keep me captivated. So sometimes I'll watch Major Kill just because he's funny. And let's see. I'm trying to think. There was someone else that I watched a lot. I can't remember who they were. I don't think they have a channel anymore. That's why I can't remember who they are. But I mean, you know, Voldemort, you know, at least acknowledges that, you know, the stuff that he's reading is, you know, he didn't write it. I mean, he says that every time, you know. And, you know, it's just like an audiobook, basically. There's nothing wrong with that. It probably doesn't matter. be done with Thousand Suns and Tzeentch Demons after this. Completely done. Although this head did not seem to fit on correctly. I don't know, I'll have to fill that in some other time. I'm not too concerned about it. Cannon fodder. I can honestly say I never thought that I would ever really own these guys. Or any of them, like the blue horrors or the pink horrors. Didn't matter who.
Iron Bugbear. No.
No? What do you mean no? I don't understand.
Iron Bugbear. No more Thousand Suns.
Oh, yeah. For a while, anyway. Everything will have been put together. Still trying to decide on a color scheme. I just cannot. I don't know. There's just so many dark armies. And red is dark. Plus you got corn. But I guess that's just how it is. Or something. While I was putting the table together today, all I kept thinking about was all of the scenario or narrative driven games I wanted to play. Things are just constantly in my head, stories, you know, backstories for it before you play and all that kind of stuff.
Iron Bugbear. I cannot for the life of me get those pink or blue horrors.
You mean like you don't want to get them? Is that what you mean? For me, it's just, you know, kind of, you know, collect the whole thing of the army type. But I'm interested to see what they do or what they can do. I think for most people, if you don't know what they do, it would probably be a really bad thing to have to encounter.
Iron Bugbear. Can't find them.
Oh, I got all mine off of eBay, man. I mean, super simple. Matter of fact, I got these really cheap. I mean, I didn't get the box and the instructions, but the instructions are on Warhammer instructions, and they just send you the sprue. But yeah, you can find everything on there. And these are brand new. Nothing. Come on, man. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Yeah, I guarantee you'll find them on eBay. I don't think that they stay in stores that much because I don't think they're a hot commodity. I mean, I can't even imagine. I'm trying to think how many times. I don't even know if I ever have seen in person a Thousand Sons army at all. I don't think I ever have. I've definitely never seen these guys on the table being played. Not in real life anyway, or in person. I think Thousand Sons, Eldar, and any psyker heavy type units, you know, demons and stuff like that, I think they're played by very few people. Just because of the amount of work that has to be put into learning the army and the reading and everything else. That's what I think. And I can tell you right now, if I was playing somebody that knew the game but they didn't know this army, and they killed a bunch of these dudes and they turned into blue horrors and then they turned into brimstone horrors and they just kept them bogged down, they'd be pissed. I can guarantee it. They'd probably be like, oh, it's broken, you know, whatever. But that's, you know, kind of the point. Oh, looks like we only have 2 more.
Iron Bugbear. Glad to hear you are working on the game table and thinking about scenarios.
Yep. Like I said, all I've got left, if you want to check it out on Instagram or the short that I did, all I've got left is sanding it down and painting it and painting the table that's underneath of it. I'm trying to figure out if when I do a battle report next time, if I just do the narration of what's going on in the beginning, and then do I do it in such a way that it's, you know, chopped up, you know, through the gameplay as far as editing goes? Do I let it play out, or do I do like a turn by turn what happened that feeds into the story, not so much the dice rolling and things like that? I don't know. Haven't really decided on that one. just like that, we have no more Thousand Suns type models or whatever army models to put together. That's it. They are complete. Let them sit for a minute. And this is all of the bits to include the ones downstairs for Dark Eldar. Oh, hold on. Heads, rifles, bodies, and we're definitely over 200 out of print Dark Eldar models. So what I'm thinking of doing, since we're going to have 4 raiders, I don't know why I would need 200 anyway. I'm definitely going to outfit all of those raiders with people on them. And I'm thinking...
Iron Bugbear. I think for YouTube, turn by turn might be better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe, you know, record the whole game, I guess, and then turn around and edit it to where it's just the stuff that matters, you know. I don't know. I need to sort it out. I mean, I've got plenty of examples, and I did one before, and it was a real small game. And it went pretty well. People said they enjoyed it, but Space Marines got their butts handed to them by Necrons. Very bad dice roll. Or rolls. And it was a tiny little scenario driven thing. I think it was power level too. It wasn't like points. I think it was only like 500 or something like that. But they had a captain. I can't remember if he was in Terminator armor or not, but he did not last long. That I can tell you. I'm thinking he wasn't in Terminator armor. But basically, if I remember correctly, the scenario was some AdMech went missing. They were trying to unearth something and they went missing, and when the Space Marines went to investigate, they had unearthed Necrons, and they did not survive it. Alright. So, what am I going to do? I don't know if you saw this guy on the short that I did. Talked about him the other night or last night. Painted this guy in about, I don't know, 10 maybe 15 minutes, and just to fool around. Nothing high speed. As a matter of fact, all of the stuff inside here are the what am I trying to say, the shadows and stuff like that inside the hair and all that, that's literally just thinned down black paint. It's not like inks or anything like that. None of it is, actually. It's just straight up acrylic paint, and it's not even like Citadel stuff or whatever. It's like some stuff you got from Walmart. And then this totem here, this pole is a piece of paper clip. And then this paper right here that's supposed to resemble, like, you know, flayed flesh or whatever, this paper, This was the first skull I ever pulled off of the sprue of the skulls box. Obviously we got some cork there to give it some, you know, outcropping or whatever. And then I went ahead and painted the pistol holster to look like, you know, it was made out of, you know, flayed flesh. And then I believe, yeah, I gave him a tabard in the front of the same thing, which is what's probably going to happen with just about, if not all, the Dark Eldar that I have, because of these out of print ones, because they need more than just standing there like, you know, ridiculously. And oh, and I did something crazy with the spikes on the back, like doubled them up somehow. Oh, that was one, maybe two of the ones that go over the head. So I probably won't do that again, just because I don't have that many. But I thought it gave this guy a lot of character. And the, you know, the object source lighting and stuff like that, again, I didn't really spend a lot of time doing this. That could have been done a lot better. But for what it was, I mean, it's pretty good in my opinion. And that's, you know, I didn't bother painting the sand, you know, this actual sand that I have, so that way it would be real and it would contrast the dark armor. So anyway, and I've been daydreaming about these guys all day as well, and what it's going to take to move them around. But what I'm going to do, I mean like change their position like I did with this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for those grav tanks to get done and the other ones to come in, and then I'm going to focus my efforts on building them first, converting and building them first. Like this is the guy from last night that had the bent knee and all that. So that'll be what I work on first. And then once I've got all four of those done, because they'll probably be the bulk of any time I field Dark Eldar, then I'll worry about the rest. But I am going to try and make, or see if I can find something that I may already have, excuse me, a set of wings to use to make scourges, Dark Eldar scourges with dark lances and stuff. I don't know where it is, but I made one out of paper clips and paper, and it was pretty good. It just took a really long time to make it, and that's not, I don't know, it's not really conducive to what I want to do. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up Dark Eldar again. I'm not even sure what all you have to have. The good thing is I know I've got 2 HQs, so that's good. I don't know anything about this obsession thing. That's weird. Let's see. Somebody's got to be the warlord, so we'll let it be Drazar, or whatever his name is, just for the hell of it. Battle size, I guess we're probably somewhere in the ballpark of 3,000 points, I would think. Cabal, Witch Cult, okay. So maybe that's what it is. Real Space Raid? I don't even know. Thirst for Power. Cabal, the Blackheart, Thirst for Power. Units with this obsession that have the power from pain ability treat the current battle round as being one higher than it actually is when determining what effects they gain. If a Real Space Raid detachment includes a Cabal, Blackheart, Archon, then until the end of the battle, all blades for higher units in that detachment that have the power from the pain ability Also treat the current battle round as being okay. Each time a unit with this obsession is selected to shoot or fight, you can re-roll one hit roll when resolving that unit's attack. Okay, that's okay, I guess. No, that's not important. So, I do want Calabite Warriors. We're going to need 3 squads. Well, we're going to do 4 squads that are 11 strong. Because that's what fits on the Raider. So duplicate that just for now. And game type, open. And I'll just pick some random whatever. Alright, so then we need dedicated transports. We need 4 raiders. And I'm probably going to deck them out with everything. Chain snares, grizzly trophies, phantasm grenade launcher. Don't even know what that is. Assault D3. Shock prow. Splinter racks. What is that? Splinter racks. Each time a model embarked on this transport makes an attack with a rapid fire weapon, treat the target as being within half the... Ooh, yeah, that's good. Okay, I get what... Okay, well then I'm probably going to need to model that. That gives me an idea. I could do that. Let's see. Definitely want a Dark Lance, I think. Other than a disintegrator cannon. Well, I don't know. 36 versus 36. Heavy 1 versus heavy 3. Yeah, we'll take the Dark Lance. And then, I don't know. Let's see. Alright, so then we're going to have 4 of those.
Jokero Jim. Do you have a Dark Eldar SLYYTH? 4-armed snake.
I do not. And since you just got on, I was saying earlier in the video, I looked through everything that I have for Primaris for you. I have nothing Iron Hands. But I did find stuff on Etsy. There were Iron Hands, what you call it, decals. Now, I don't know how good they are. I would assume they're okay. And if you use like micro seal or something like that to put them on, and then, you know, once you put your varnish on, they're not going to go anywhere. But they had some pretty like all Iron Hands sheets. Like there was nothing else on them. Let's see. Okay, there's 4 raiders. With those 4 guys and those 2, then we want Incubi. Trying to remember how many we had.
Jokero Jim. No worries. I appreciate that you looked for me. Absolutely. I'll check ETSE out, thumbs up sign.
Okay, so we got 10 Incubi. Let's see what else we got. I'm not going to worry about the witches on that. Oh, I know what I want. I want, oh, what do we got? What are those guys? What are those guys called, the Dark Eldar got? They're like a, I don't know if it's the new Talos. Yeah, I think it's a new Talos. That's what it is. It's not that other old one anymore. I have a couple of those. Let me check that out. Let me look it up real quick. Talos. Dark Eldar. Might be something else. Talos paint engine. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. I have... What we got here? Well, I guess we only have one. I thought I had two. That's alright. That's fine. I don't really need to. So we have one Talos. Don't know anything about him. I mean about this other stuff. Let's see. Scourges. There they are. So I know I'm going to want at least 20 of those. The question is, how many, I don't remember how many Dark Lances you can take.
Iron Bugbear. Are you dual wielding mice?
Yeah. Yeah, this is for the computer that, you know, everything's streaming from. This is for my little laptop over here that has all my other nonsense on it. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Let's see. I think you can take 4. But I want to see how many. Okay, yeah, you can only have 4 heavy weapons. Alright, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, and we need one more, dude. So let's do that. And then we will add another squad of Scourges. So that gives me, if I just went off of that alone, that's 1,703 points. It's not a lot of Calibite warriors though. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm still missing a squad. Alright, and now if I take and make these guys 20, actually I need somebody with a splinter cannon. Don't know how many of these guys you can have. Let's see. Let's try this. See if we can add another. Oh, you can. Wow, really? Oh, well, let's try some more. I'll take splinter cannons for days. Maybe you can do 4. I don't know. What's the error? It says I have too many heavy weapons.
Iron Bugbear.
I thought you could only
Gotta
take
help
one.
the wife with the kids. See you next time.
Alright, brother. Take it easy. So 14, 15, 16. So we can 18, I guess. 18, 19, 20, yeah. So duplicate that. So that'll give me 40 warriors on the ground. And then 11, well, 44 total. That'll be mechanized. Let me do this. Okay. Wait a minute. Nope, we got to come down one because we've got, there's 12 there. Yeah, so we got to come down one more. Alright, so then I'll delete these. Alright, so there's our fulls. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So that puts us at 2,147 points, minus any little upgrades or whatever, with a total of 44. Looks like a total of 84 Calibite warriors, 10 incubi, 20 scourges, 4 raiders, 1 Talos, and then Drazar and Lilith Heraspix. That's pretty stout, I think. So, yep. All right. Let me put this over here. Okay. So, what are we doing here? Do we just start chopping people up or what? That's the question. Or do I start looking for wings for those scourges? I'm thinking... Let me see if I can find what their wing... I think their wings actually are like feathered wings or something. Well, some people have... Looks like they've done it with... not like bat wing kind of thing, which would be fine. That'd be fine. But I think these are Tyranid wings they're using. Not exactly sure. Some of these are pretty huge. Like the wings are way too huge for the model. Okay, so here's the box set. It's got both batwing and feathered wings. Okay. Okay. The bat wings would be easier to duplicate. The question is, what am I going to use for them? Am I going to use Tyranids or something else? I need something that's going to make them look, it's going to blend into their out of print status. And the only thing I can think of is a very old Tyranid gargoyle wing, and I have some.
Euphoric War Eagle. I'm getting more people into our clan and I had to make a shadow barracks room, so I can get more people into the dojo. The 2 active people I've been teaching got their first Kavalich.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what I mean. I've got so many extra parts that are Tyranid parts. I just don't know if I've got enough extra gargoyle wings. Let me look those up. Let's see. Tyranid gargoyles. I may not have extra, but I might be able to make copies of them.
Euphoric War Eagle. Also love the action figures, LOL.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, those are definitely gargoyle wings they're using. So, let's see. Look back at these Dark Eldar scourges again.
Okay. That's definitely... That definitely looks like a freaking Tyranid wing for sure. I mean, I like the ones that have feathers, but... let's see here. Well, yeah, I mean, he's even got, it looks like they even have extra shoulders. So I guess it's, you could claim that they were, the homunculi got a hold of them or something like that, I would think. Oh wait, that's a Kronos, not a Talos. Or maybe it can be both. A Talos paint engine and a Kronos. I don't remember. Or maybe they changed the name of it. Let's see. Oh no, you can make it into a Kronos Parasite engine or one Talos paint engine. Okay. Very well. So yeah, we need Tyranid wings, and it's probably going to be gargoyle wings that are going to pull this off. Which means I'll need to make a mold, which would probably be a 2-part mold. I kind of don't want to do that. I tell you what, let's look at eBay.
Jokero Jim. Since you're working on Dark Eldar, what's the most disturbing piece of lore or story in 40K that you've read?
The most disturbing would be that the robot that just read what you put said the word read instead of read. Let's see. What is that story? I'm trying to think of the one. It's when, and I believe the salamanders were involved, where they actually ended up in Kamara. Gosh, what? Yeah, I know they did. Man, having a hard time trying to remember that one. Now, I will tell you again, because it's fresh in my head, in Brothers of the Snake, the way they describe the Dark Eldar in that book, as the primals and all that, makes them a lot more scarier than anything else you've ever read. They're very aloof, very mysterious, very stalking, almost like, you know, Michael Myers, Jason, you know, kind of stalking the way they show up and things like that. A lot more macabre than, or macabre, however you want to say it, than anything I've ever read in the codexes. I mean, you can get all gross and all that kind of stuff, but that has nothing to do with suspense and, you know, what's going to actually happen. Let me see here. I have a book on Dark Eldar. It's, hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is this thing? I'm thinking it might be downstairs. It's not like this, you know. I have the codex right here, but or an older codex, we'll say. let's take a gander since this thing's probably never been cracked open either. Yeah, I think this is when they first became Drukhari. Let's see. Dark Origins, Raiders of Real Space, The Dark City, well, this works. You guys probably won't be able to read this. I'll just read it out loud in a second. Apologies. Alright, so I haven't read this. It says the Chasm of Woe. One of the newest regions of the Dark City is one of the most horrific. For the abyss of subdimensions known as the Chasm of Woe seized with demons. The warp creatures were released when Cain's Gate, a long-held dam against the Immaterium in the heart of Kamara, burst open. Okay, I didn't know that happened. The vile creations of the Chaos Gods tore through the Dark City, feeding on the souls of Drukhari, mercenary and slave alike, but they were eventually corralled into the region surrounding the ruptured Cain's Gate. Unable to seal up what was now a ragged wound in the fabric of the webway, the Drukhari used their reality-bending technologies to create a series of subdimensions between Cain's Gate and Kamara proper, transporting dilapidated parts of the city and territories of upstart archons into the path of the unending demon onslaught. In this way, the demonic incursion is kept from ever reaching the heart of the Dark City, but every day dozens more pocket realities must be added to the chasm before the surging forces of chaos overflow and devour Kamara from within. Yep, I did not know the gate was breached. It makes sense. I mean, they got to further the story, basically. Let's see. This is talking about the Cabals at war, stuff like that. Cabal hierarchy. Guess that's kind of cool. Cabal of the Black Heart, Cabal of the Flayed Skull, Cabal of the Poisoned Tongue, Cabal of the Obsidian Rose, Cabal of the Last Hatred, Cabal of the Dying Sun, the Lords of Iron Thorn. Oh, that's an interesting color scheme. Cabal of the Broken Sigil, Witch Cults of the Arenas, Cult of Strife, Cult of the Cursed Blade, Cult of the Red Grief, Cult of the Seventh Woe, Cult of the Blade Denied, Cult of the Wrath Unbound, Cult of the Pain Eternal, Covens of the Homunculi. Good God. There's a lot of freaking cults and stuff here. Real Space Raids. See if there's anything. Would love to find that story about the Space Marines that ended up there. Because I believe a stinking battle barge showed up. Space Marine battle barge, if I'm not mistaken. This Dark Eldar right here. He looks awfully calm for putting his sword through a Tyranid.
Okay, this is just outline. I mean, this is cool that it's outlining every one of the units, but like giving some history on them. That's cool. There's that slith thing you guys were talking about. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know anything about that. Let's see if I can find it in here. I did not see it. Okay. I wonder if it would be under the Beastmasters. No. They have the model there, but they don't have anything about it, really. I don't know. I'll tell you what though. I kind of like this Cabal of the Obsidian Rose paint scheme. I like that a lot, actually. And I don't normally like red. I could probably do it more orange. Oh, look at that. So that's kind of the idea I had. I didn't realize they did that. That's kind of the idea I had for the grav tanks hanging off the side like that. Yeah, everybody's hanging off. Oh, right on. We may have to go to the Lexicanum whatever to find out what these slith people are. 'Cause I have no idea. I don't know if it's a headquarters unit. I'm thinking it is. Nope, it looks like it's an elite or something. Is that an elite? Hold on. Yeah, that's an elite. Single model arm with a shard carbine, splinter pistol, and slith battle blade. 3 wounds, strength 5, toughness 5, 3 attacks, 5+ save. That's not very good. Insensible to pain, the model is a 5+ invulnerable save. That doesn't help it for mortal wounds, which I think are stupid. Roll a d6 each time a friendly Archon loses a wound while they are within 3 inches of this model. On a 2+, the model intercepts that hit. The Archon does not lose a wound, but this model suffers a mortal wound. So he's basically a bodyguard, I guess. And we've got this Urgal thing, which we have some of those. Single model which attacks with claws and talons. You can re-roll failed hit rolls for this model while within 3 inches of friendly Archons. If the model, if the army is battle forged, the model does not take up any slots in an attachment that includes any Cabal Archons. Wonder how many of those you could field.
nothing really of note there. Let's see. I need to find. Where are you? We're gonna see what we can find here. All right. Let's look for. I don't know, I'll just put 40K wings in for the hell of it. Get this out of the way. Those look really horrible. Who didn't put wings on their Magnus the Red? What the hell? That's crazy. Big waste. Demon Prince wings. Too big though. Hive Tyrant ones are too big. So I have a bunch of these. I don't know why they're saying Age of Sigmar 40K wings. These are the old gargoyle wings. I have these. These are the ones I was thinking about making a mold of. I mean, I could. It wouldn't take much. I just don't know exactly what it would look like on the guy. I'd have to look at that. And just make 20 copies. It's just not really the look I'm going for. Or would like to have, I'll put it that way. Maybe AOS would be better. Here we go. Nope, because the body's there, and yeah. Alright, that's not going to work. I would have thought that it would have been a little easier to find, but all right. Let's see. Just in case you guys need to. Okay, no. See what I'm typing. Alright, let's try Tyrannid Gargoyle Wings. Yeah, there's the metal one.
Well, if it's 4 inches, which I did not know, let's see. Do I have my tape measure here? Where's my tape measure? Well, anyway, 4 inches. What do I do with this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's not that big. Oh, 4 centimeters. Okay. I was gonna say, there's no way that wing is that huge. I think it's about as big as, you know, these two here. It's also from the United Kingdom. I have a set of these that I can definitely make a copy of. But I feel like these are better. Let's see here. Okay. So that's how their wings look. It's probably not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it. Anyway, well guys, I don't have a whole lot for you tonight, and I need to probably get some rest anyway, so I am going to call it quits for this evening, and I really appreciate everybody showing up, and we will catch you next time. Take it easy.